Are you struggling to stay focused and motivated in achieving your goals? In this video, we're diving into 5 powerful Stoic secrets that will empower you to do your best in all aspects of your life. Number 1. Allow yourself to feel uncomfortable. Being able to deal with pain is one of the first and maybe hardest lessons in Stoicism. In a world that values ease and comfort a lot, the idea of accepting discomfort may not make sense. But the Stoics thought that getting out of our comfort zones was the only way to really grow and be the best. Imagine a life where every problem and difficulty is seen not as something that needs to be solved, but as a chance to learn and grow. This is how a Stoic thinks. Realizing that being uncomfortable is a normal part of life means accepting that you feel uncomfortable. We become stronger, smarter, and more resilient through the fire that changes us. Stop and think when you feel uncomfortable, whether it's in your body, your mind, or your emotions. What can you learn from this? Why is this making me feel worse? Lean into the pain instead of trying to avoid it. Accept it as a required step on the way to becoming your best self. What counts is not what happens to you, but how you handle it. Inevitably, life will present you with difficulties. However, how you handle these difficulties is what makes you unique. When you choose to be uncomfortable, you choose to grow, change, and get stronger. Dealing with discomfort in real life means pushing yourself in areas where you might feel unsure or scared. It could be taking on more responsibility at work, having a tough talk with a loved one, or going into a situation you've never been in before. Each of these situations could make you feel uncomfortable, but they also give you chances to grow. Number 2. Live with honesty and a purpose. Having a clear sense of direction in your life is what it means to live with meaning. It's important to know what you want to do and what you stand for. It means making sure that your deeds are in line with your values and that you stick to your principles, even when it's hard. The Stoics thought that everyone has a special purpose in life that only they can accomplish. For this reason is not something that is given to you. You have to find it on your own. To do it, you have to look inside yourself, know yourself well, and know what really means to you. On the other hand, having integrity means keeping true to your goals and values, even when things go wrong. That means being honest with yourself and others, and responding in a way that is in line with your values. Being honest with yourself is what gives your life value, and makes sure you are living in line with who you really are. It takes bravery to live with purpose and honesty. It means standing up for what you believe in even if other people don't like it or it causes you trouble. Being moral means making choices that are in line with your values, even if they are hard. Being real, even when it's easier to fit in, is what it means. Remember that it's not always easy to live with purpose and honesty. You will feel like giving up on your ideals or taking the easy way out sometimes. But this is when your true character is put to the test. Be honest with yourself, and you'll find that living with purpose and honor is the best way to do your best. Number 3. Think about yourself. Thinking about yourself means becoming more self-aware or knowing what your own feelings, thoughts, and goals are. It means giving yourself time to think about your choices and behaviors and making sure they are in line with your values and goals. The Stoics thought that thinking about yourself was important for growing as a person. We are at the mercy of our urges and outside forces without it. When you think about yourself, you take charge of your thoughts and behaviors. Now you are in charge of your own life, and not just a subject of. Being aware of your feelings is an important part of thinking about yourself. As the Stoics saw it, emotions are not inherently good or bad. What counts is how we react to them. By becoming aware of your feelings, you can learn to control them and stop letting them decide what you do. Setting limits is another important part of thinking about yourself. In our busy world, it's simple to forget about your own wants as you focus on what other people want. But if you want to do your best, you should put your own health first. This means making rules and learning how to say no when you need to. Set aside time to regularly think about yourself if you want to think about yourself. One way to do this is to write in a notebook, meditate, or just go for a walk. And think about your day. Ask yourself important things about your feelings, thoughts, and deeds during this time. Figure out what you can do better and how you're going to do it. To be clear, thinking about yourself doesn't mean you're selfish. It means you care about yourself so you can do your best. You can make sure you are living in line with your values and goals by becoming more self-aware and setting limits. Number 4, don't forget that you will die. Knowing that you are going to die changes the way you look at life. You start to understand what's important and what's not. In the big picture, the small worries that used to keep you up at night suddenly don't seem so important. This understanding can free you up a lot and help you focus on what's really important. You are reminded to live each day with meaning and purpose when you remember that you will die. Socrates said that we should enjoy our short lives while we still can. Living in line with your beliefs, pursuing your goals with all your heart, and making the world a better place are all examples of this. When you think about death, it helps you remember that everything changes. The things, people, and events we value most are only here for a short time. This will help you learn to let go of ties and focus on what's important. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, often thought about how short life is. As he wrote, he told himself, "Live as if you were already dead." It's not about being gloomy, it's about living with a sense of purpose and urgency. You should make the most of your time and not waste it on unimportant things. Being aware of your own death makes you less likely to put things off or take life for granted. You're more likely to live in line with your true self, take risks, and follow your hobbies. Some people are very driven to make the most of every moment because they are afraid of dying. Number 5, build up your ability to bounce back. Problems, setbacks, and mistakes happen all the time in life. Things won't always go as planned, no matter how hard you try. But it's not the failures that make you who you are. It's how you deal with them. Stoic thought puts a lot of emphasis on being resilient. For the Stoics, real strength doesn't come from avoiding problems. It comes from facing them head-on and coming back better than before. You can do your best, even when things go wrong, because you can bounce back from failures. To become more resilient, you need to change the way you think. Problems shouldn't be seen as problems. They should be seen as chances to grow. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this going to make me better? As long as you keep this attitude, even the worst conditions can be used to help you grow. Self-compassion is another important skill for building perseverance. When you fail, it's simple to be too harsh on yourself and get stuck in a loop of judging yourself. The Stoics, on the other hand, thought that self-compassion was important for staying strong. Be kind to yourself and know that failures are a normal part of life. This will help you get back on your feet faster and stronger. Building a strong support system is an important part of becoming more resilient. The Stoics thought that relationships were important for a happy life, and that having a group of friends and family who are there for you can help you get over problems. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you're having a hard time. They can give you important advice, support, and a fresh look at things. Along with getting help, it's important to learn healthy ways to deal with stress. This could be done by meditating, working out, or writing in a diary. These things can help you deal with your feelings, lower your stress, and make you mentally stronger so you can get back on your feet after a loss. To become resilient, you have to keep going. Stoics thought that you can't become successful quickly. Instead, they said that you have to work hard and be determined over time. If something goes wrong, don't give up. Remember to keep going, even when it's hard. Remember that every problem is a chance to learn and grow, and that each loss helps you become stronger so that you can do your best. The Stoic tips for doing your best are timeless ideas that can help you get through tough times and reach your fullest potential. You can develop the attitude and habits you need to do well in every part of your life by being willing to feel uncomfortable, living with purpose and honesty, caring about yourself, remembering that you will die, and becoming more resilient. Stoicism is more than just a set of ideas. It's a way of life. It has to do with accepting the truths of life and using them as chances to do better. It's about living with purpose, working hard to reach your goals, and staying true to your morals, even when things get hard. Remind yourself of these Stoic secrets and use them in your everyday life. It's not about being perfect to do your best. It's about aiming for excellence, taking on challenges, and getting stronger with each one. You can reach your full potential and live a meaningful life if you follow these rules.